I love chatting, you know.
Right.
I'm a bitch who loves to chat.
No, I like same. I'm like
I'm a
motor
bitch who
mouth.
loves to just
Literally
gab.
fucking motor mouth.
I know. I'm like, wait, you want to film me talking? Count me in, bitch.
Welcome to another episode of the Chronically Online podcast with me, your host, Harry Daniels. I am accompanied today with the lovely Harmony.
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm literally honored to be here.
Harmony is an iconic musician, thought provoker, daughter of a psychic.
Yeah.
Legendary Los Angeles resident.
Thank you.
Right?
Wow.
I think, yeah.
Thank
Amazing
you.
friend. She's everything.
Oh my God.
She's quite the multi-hyphenate. Thank you for chatting with us today.
I'm literally so excited to talk with you.
So many questions for you.
Okay.
So where should we start? Should we start with, I guess, your journey as a musician and like what got you into music?
Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, my dad is a musician from New Orleans, and my mom I come from a very creative background, artist parents. My mom would make greeting cards. She was like one of the first people to make animated greeting cards on e-greetings back in the 90s. So like, you know, like the animated greeting card with the music and then like the slogan.
Okay, wait. So your mom is like a psychic, right?
Now.
Wait, so I was like,
There's
did she have like a premonition to like be like, oh girl, let's get into these greeting cards?
No, she wasn't psychic. I mean, she was very intuitive my whole life. It's a whole thing. She had an awakening when I was 18. We can like get there.
Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there. But she made greeting cards and my dad would make the music. And so she would write like sharp little sayings and stuff. And so then she made paper cards and basically like this all is to say that my dad being a musician, my mom being a writer, I think has funneled me into being a songwriter basically. And then I did theater and choir growing up.
Oh, that's so fun. I tried doing theater, but then like even just the idea of being in the ensemble, I hated so much that I just stopped doing it. Because why would I be in the ensemble?
Yeah, period.
That was like, I don't know, that was like where the flops went. I wanted to be the star.
Love.
So I was just like, I am the star in every room that I stand in. And so I was
completely.
Just like, well, I can't be in the ensemble.
That girl.
Right.
Like the picture of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait, where are you from originally?
I'm from Long Island.
Okay, love.
Wait, what part of LA are you from?
Well, I grew up between Hollywood and the Valley. You know where the Runyon Canyon entrance is?
Yeah.
And you know those apartments?
Yeah.
That's where I was conceived.
Oh, no way.
And then raised. Yeah.
I took a hike. I tried like taking a hike to Runyon, which is this like canyon we have over here in LA. And anyway, the hill up to the canyon is so steep that I was just like, bruh.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Bruh.
okay. And I just couldn't do it. And so like now between that and then the although okay, I don't know if this makes sense. So when I went on the stream with Clavicular, I was like, what can I do to like looksmaxx?
Right.
And he told me, he's like, you need to leanmaxx. No, he was right. I'm sorry. I was bulking at the gym and then like I didn't know when to start like to cut, and he was right. It was time to leanmaxx. It was time to cut. So I couldn't walk up this hill and I was like, damn, like maybe I'm big as hell.
No, you're healthy.
Well, that's what they want you to believe. But he said I need to leanmaxx.
I'm obsessed with tiptoemaxxing. Have you heard about tiptoemaxxing?
Okay, I've like heard of it, but like what's the concept?
Okay, there's a video where a guy's like, okay, Clav, like when you get in bed with when you're about to kiss a girl and you like need to take off your shoes that are like making you taller, like what do you do? And he's like, well, if you need to take off you first of all, like if you need a height max, you know, you don't take off your shoes and you just get into bed with her so she can't tell you're short, like how short you are, or you can slip them off and then pull your pants down and tiptoemaxx. And I'm like,
he did warn.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like as a 5'1.5" baddie, like tiptoemaxxing, I'm kind of gagged. That's hilarious.
Some of these are like kind of genius. Like when I was with him, he was like, he said to Madeline, he's like, can you pass the Aquaphor to me? And I was like, oh, you're like about this.
The Aquaphor?
Because like Aquaphor, if you have chapped lips, like Aquaphor and Vaseline, like there's something in them that like make your like it's better for you than chapstick, I think.
Okay, I have something to say about this. Like, what's interesting about the rise of looksmaxxing culture is how it's making toxic masculinity metrosexual.
Girls, I feel like have been looksmaxxing forever, and so now guys have been like looksmaxxing, but it was like I feel like guys thought it was kind of gay to lookmaxx, so like now they're like it's like.
What's still interesting to me is that I don't think it's about like, okay, girls have looksmaxxed male gaze, right?
Right.
Whatever. But men are also looksmaxxing for each other and not for girls.
No, I completely agree, honestly, because I feel like a lot of girls are like into like guys who just like
we like them a little rundown.
Yeah, that's what I
like them a little
mean, yeah.
rundown. Like I think it's hot if a guy looks a little like troubled.
Yeah, like
but
I feel
still
like
really hot.
Like I feel like girls like it when like a guy looks like he was like hit by a car.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So
like 100%.
How do you think your personal tastes have influenced your journey as a musician and just like the art you put out into the world? Because obviously, like, so for context, Harmony was in a duo called Girlpool.
Yeah.
And so when I was like reviewing all the material to make sure I like knew what I was talking about.
Very thorough researcher.
Well, I had to. I hate when people go on podcasts and they did no research.
No, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate feeling.
So
like, oh,
I would say like the girl. Like, I don't know how to say this right, but it's like twee almost.
No,
you know
it is.
What I mean?
It is. I'm like so twee.
Okay, yeah, it's like twee, but then like the solo album called Gossip
is less twee.
No, it's like almost like very electro punk, like almost. And one of the producers, Wyatt, just worked on the new Slater record, and so it's like I would say it's almost like a precursor to that in some ways.
What do you mean?
Like I would say sonically, it's like you did the vibe first, almost in a way, like the electro Clash vibe almost.
Slater is. I'm obsessed with her.
No, like that's Mama. Like
that's literally. I am obsessed.
Like it's the same producer. Like you, like I'm saying, it's like I feel like it's like some of the sounds there was like.
I love Wyatt also.
Yeah,
the goat.
Shout out to Wyatt.
Shout out Wyatt. Shout out Slater. I am Beat Up Chanel's is like probably one of my most played songs since it came out. I have listened to it like incessantly.
Oh, I've been like assaulting Yes God, and I've been really into Saint Loser from that album. It's Technology. A great album. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Great album.
Dude, she is so. I literally like am obsessed with her. I think she's so talented.
Right. So my question.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
like
is so why do you think it was like? What was the difference between? Your collaborator is Avery, right?
Yeah.
So what was the difference between, I guess, you and Avery making like twee music to like you making this very like brash, almost like electro pop kind of stuff to like now with like Apple Pie?
Yeah, indie rock again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so back in that way. Basically, like, I was thinking about this morning, which is so funny because I feel like starting Girlpool was an experimental choice. Obviously, it was like a 2-piece of just guitar and bass, and like that was unique. And kind of is unique still. But I feel like I'm so used to experimenting in public. Right. And like that is something I'm not afraid to do. And I think like Gossip, I like have always loved pop music, huge Charlie stan, like lifelong, as like I was obsessed with PC music, you know, and all of that stuff. And A.G. Cook's production. And like I just had always wanted to like experiment with making kind of like more abrasive pop music. But I have such a like my songwriting style is so like kind of critical of like the world. Like I have a very judgmental pen.
Right.
And so I was like, what was interesting about making that music was like, even though it was like poppy sounding, it was still like kind of my like, I don't know, I feel like I save a lot of my criticism for my music and like my harsher sides of myself for my music because I feel like the way I live my life is generally like peaceful and well-mannered. I just am interested in different sonics, but now I'm like, for me, I'm really just about songwriting and the sonics have been less like, I don't know, I hope the line through is like the writing because that's what I'm most interested in and I like write for other people and do stuff like that and that's kind of what like drives my ship of creativity is like melodies and lyrics and then like how it sounds is kind of like, ooh, what can we do here? But I'm most interested in like writing a really good song.
That's really interesting because for me, I feel like sometimes when I write, I almost request that I have the production first because I feel like if I write a song, I know exactly how I want it to sound in my head. And so then it makes describing it to producers very difficult because like I remember I worked with Wyatt who is he producing the new project?
No, the new project is produced by Eve Rothman.
Okay.
Yeah. But Wyatt is on it. Like the songs he's worked on are like there's a few, but it's executive produced by Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I literally remember I would play a bunch of references for Wyatt and he would be like, man, what the these all sound so different.
Right.
Like, what is this song supposed to
You're like, I
sound
see
like?
It. I
was like, if you see the vision, you see the vision. And so for me, I feel like that was like all me having a million different references is so influenced by sort of the internet and internet culture. I mean, this is the Chronically online podcast after all. And so many of those artists who I did find through the internet, especially the PC music.
Yeah.
I mean, entire docket. I mean, hello, it's PC music. I would hope they'd be online.
Yeah.
I guess with the rise of PC music, obviously, I mean, I was reading into, at the very least, Girlpool and their influences as a group. I mean, your guys' influence as a group. My question for you is, how do you think the internet has influenced your taste and the way you view the world and your process artistically?
That's such a big question. I mean, I love the internet, and I was on Tumblr in like 2011, you know.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're like an OG.
Yeah.
I was on in like 2015 because in 2011 I was 7 years old.
Yeah, like I'm older than you, babe. I've been on Tumblr for generations. Yeah, I'm Tumblr girl. No, I mean, no, I've been about this life for a long time. And the internet, I mean, if we're really getting into the internet and its influence, like Hype Machine, Ear Milk, these are blogs that existed in like 2009 that were like how I found indie music. I mean, first, like my mom's intern, Lemore, who went to Calabasas High, showed me Bright Eyes, and I was like, this is everything. And that was 2009. And then I was on Tumblr and I was on Hype Machine, and like, I mean, discovering indie rock and indie music, and like I remember Lana Del Rey video games being on Hype Machine, it being like ranking up, and then her playing Amoeba and it being like a huge line. I mean, Space 1520, all this shit. Like Space 1520 was this space on Cahuenga that like Bleached performed at. It was just a time.
I thought Urban Outfitters owned it.
Yeah, it was. It was
Gag order. See, I did my research.
It was that. Yeah, so like all that stuff, I mean, that's like back in the day, and I think that influenced me hugely to be like, I love indie rock, I love, you know, this kind of like twee aesthetic was how I took it, because I was like a freaky girl who like wanted to find a place to belong, and like indie music felt like, oh, I could exist here, because I grew up here and felt like not the thing to be in LA growing up, you know. I wasn't like an LA girl in the way that I thought I was supposed to be, and that made me feel like have chronic outsider syndrome, which I still have. But yeah, I feel like now now the internet, I mean, I'm on TikTok and all this shit. And I don't know, I just feel like, you know, it's inspiring, but it's also just more information. Like it doesn't have to, I think what's interesting about a lot of people today is like, it can drive your creativity a lot, or you can just take it with a grain of salt. And, you know, I try to like, for me, I think a lot of my creativity runs through my emotional world and like what I'm experiencing, and like the best stuff I make is kind of like out of a moment of emotional awareness, and it's not really like inspired directly by anything, because the way I write is just like the best, in my opinion, for myself, not for other people. The way I write best for myself is when I'm like really upset, maybe a little bit like out of my body in some way, whether it be like emotionally unstable, hungover, something is a little bit off, and I sit at the guitar and it's like 10 minutes and then it's done, and I'm like, oh. And so that for me, it's like when I'm in that state, I'm not thinking like, you know, whatever, like this should sound like PJ Harvey or whatever. I'm just like, ugh. And that's when I feel like I make the best stuff. So it's like references I think are important, but for me, I feel like I find the best part of myself outside of references. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Love. Okay.
So I feel like I got so much of my start on like Stan Twitter, and being an internet stan.
Stan Twitter.
Stan Twitter.
Wait, what were you standing?
I stand everything and everyone. Like, I'm not kidding you. I literally used to
just like a lover?
No, I used to just like stand people because I thought they were hot. I would stand people because like they had one good song. Like if a new artist came out and they had one good song, I'd be like, this is going to be it. They are everything. And then I would like run a fan page for them. And sometimes it was really successful. Like I did it with like Billie Eilish.
I've like never stand anything before.
Well, lucky you.
Do I need to get into standing?
No. No.
I was, yeah, well, that's amazing. I used to wait
like 13 hours in a concert line to go to see someone so I could be front row.
That's so wild.
And like, I don't regret any of it. I think it shaped me very well as a person, but I mean like, it was a lot of
the well-rounded stan.
Well, I wouldn't say I was well-rounded. There was a lot of vitriol coming from me. Were you
crazy? Like, cause Stan?
I was definitely crazy.
Stan's like, there's a whole thing going on there. I don't know much about it, but there's a lot going on. It's like the parasocial vibe.
I think it's almost like rooting for a sports team in a way.
Right.
And I think there is
Oh,
it's
so
almost
true.
like, it's like almost like that, or it's like I feel like there's some sort of like religious undertones to it.
Right.
Like for some people, it's like worshiping a pop star is like worshiping God, which is so interesting. Because
I know. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm into that. Like theoretically,
if everyone likes something, does that mean it's kind of bad? Like I think like my favorite movie is Poor Things, and I think
love that movie.
And it's so divisive.
Do people not like it?
No, I've talked to some people like that was disgusting.
I really like that movie.
I thought it's like
I mean the costuming is like the best ever, and the set design. Yeah, like, I'm obsessed.
What do you think? Do you think media in general is more important to consume as a whole, like to influence your work versus just like listening to an album? Because I feel like I found more inspiration watching a movie or reading a really good book than I had necessarily from like listening to a really good album.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it really depends on my state of mind for me. Like it can be anything can activate me at any moment creatively. So it's like, but I mean, I love old movies specifically. I'm really inspired by like very old cinema. I just think the way things were shot and like the storytelling and the wit. I really like wit and like clever writing. And I feel like current content isn't necessarily as witty per se.
Do you think Instagram face has ruined the movies and media we consume?
I hate the Instagram face phenomenon, honestly.
I kind of love the Instagram face phenomenon, and I'll tell you why. Because I think the people who are being accused of Instagram face don't have Instagram face. Everyone...
Well, I mean, a lot of people just look like that.
Well, everyone said Lily Rose Depp has Instagram face. And I'm like, no, she has Queenstagram face. Like,
Queenstagram.
Like, she literally doesn't have Instagram face.
I mean...
And so, like, when she turned it in Nosferatu, everyone was like, oh, I didn't know she could act, because they didn't watch The Sladle. The Sladle was the best show ever. So anyway, basically, my question is, like, do you think Instagram face genuinely harms people's work?
I mean, I think it harms people more than it harms their work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like the uprising of this, like, normal... But I feel like it's dying down now. I feel like with the rise of, like, this one look, it's kind of... And with, you know, all the other interesting things that are happening online right now, like, the more natural something is, the better it feels to people now, because of like there's this like ongoing uncanny valley experience that we're all having online, like where we can't really, like, the truth and the what is true and false is becoming muddy. What is like actual and not, we are losing touch with. Like, I think when something has an authentic thing that's not plastic or superficial in any way, it feels like I want access to it now.
Well, do you think men are now the victims of Instagram face, as in we're now in the looksmaxxing era?
I mean...
And so, like, the girls don't go anymore, but now the men are gagging.
Yeah, I can't tell. I don't... See, I'm just like, I'm not so aware of the looksmaxxing thing. I do think it's probably going to end up being harmful for guys. Like, I can't imagine it's going to have a good outcome, but I have not done my like thorough research on the looksmaxxing community. I've just seen some videos where they're maxing across words that don't normally get maxed upon.
Would you date a guy who is really into looksmaxxing?
I don't think so at this phase of my life. But
that's
like,
very fair.
But like, rock out, I guess.
That's like my whole thing. I'm like, what do you think is the ultimate red flag that like would prevent you from dating someone?
That's a really good question. Let me think. I mean, there's a lot. I mean,
what's like the worst one? Like, what's your ultimate turn off?
I think like if a man is unemployed, and that is just no. Well, like, doesn't work ever.
Well, it's like, do you think unemployed equals like independent contractor? Because I always joke that I'm an unemployed person, and like technically I'm like, well, technically I am kind of an unemployed person.
No,
but
that's
I'm kind
different.
Of not.
I think like guys who are like not trying,
like bums.
Bums are no.
Have you ever written a song about a bum who you like fell in love with?
I like haven't dated that. I haven't. No.
Okay, you're better than me. I only go for bums. Like, I have the entire EP is written about a series of bums.
A series of bums.
I love a bum.
Actually, like, maybe a little. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like I love a bum.
I wouldn't say, like, full bum, but, like, slight bum.
Well, my whole thing with, like, loving a bum is I'm like, well, I can be a baddie enough for the two of us. But now I'm kind of getting into a point where I'm like, oh, maybe that's just, like, not the vibe.
Yeah, you, like, can't carry the bum uphill.
Well, the problem is, like, I spent so long writing the last EP about, like, all these bums. And now it was, like, it took me, like, 10 months to do a 6-track EP.
Yeah.
And now I'm, like, I almost, like, want to just, like, Because what's your process musically? Like, do you just make like a bunch of songs and you're like, all right, here's the best like 12 and here's an album?
Oh, it's just so non-linear. Like, it's always random. I just want to also add, like, people with no, like, I wouldn't date someone with no direction. I think that's more the tea. Like, less about being unemployed,
you're
but like,
so right.
No direction is not hot.
I think having taste is the most important thing you can have, because did you see the Charlie XCX interview where she was like, I think it's more important to build a world than it is to about great music. Like, music is more, like, artistry is more important than music, or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
But I'm like, she's kind of right. Like, do you think having bad taste is the ultimate turnoff?
Well, I think taste is really important. Like, but
Facts.
in a, like, the way you live your life is, like, the way you do anything is the way you do everything kind of mindset, you know? Like, whatever energy you bring to any area of your life, it's gonna bleed into anything else. So, like, being tasteful and mindful and aware in what you prefer. Like, preferences are important. I think if people don't have preferences, they don't have, like, values, kind of.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm someone who's very opinionated, but the thing with like a lot of my opinions is I feel like sometimes like I've tried to not have black and white thinking anymore, because a lot of time it's not only just when I'm working on the music, because a lot of time I'll like work on the music, I'm like, do this, nothing else, like no. But sometimes it, like, even as in my day-to-day relationships where it's like, okay, if someone pisses me off, I'm like, you're a fat bitch, even if you're like literally really skinny. And the reason I say that is because being a fat bitch has nothing to do with anyone's weight. It is everything to do with their mentality. So you could be a really skinny person, but you could mentally be a fat bitch. And so by doing that, it makes me think you're a fat bitch, even though you would literally be like 1 pound and it's still like, you're a fat bitch if you're like annoying, because it's a mentality thing.
Okay.
Like, do you feel the same way
about
people being a fat bitch?
I just don't think this way.
Oh, your loss.
I don't think in terms, like, I'm like, I try to keep it like very, you know, I'm not really a hater in that way.
I am.
I'm like a hater, like,
I'm a hater. I like to hate things.
Really, I'm just like, I have opinions on things if they're like morally wrong, and like things that feel like, if people do things that are shitty, I take note. I write the receipt in my brain, and I'm like, I got it, and like that's what I hold on to. But I'm not like, I don't know. I try to keep my energy really like clear and like compassionate or whatever.
That's like sweet. See, the thing about me is I'm trying to now be like less of a hater and be more understanding and be like, you don't know what they're going through. And it's true, you don't know what people are going through. But sometimes it's like my immediate gut reaction is to be like, oh, I fucking hate that person. But now I'm also, it's like, well, would Bella Baxter from Poor Things want me to be a hater? No. Would Jocelyn from The Idol want me to be a hater? Yes.
Right.
So it's very conflicting.
What would Jocelyn do? WWJD.
Well, I always ask myself that. Do you have anyone, like any media characters who's like influenced your life decisions and your life choices?
I like think about Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I'm like, she would keep it so tight and like correct, and like that's how I want to be, like tight and correct.
Did you hear that she haunts the Hollywood Roosevelt?
Yes.
I was staying there one time. I was staying there one time, and my friend, I was like, come over, I'm staying at this hotel. And anyway, my friend was like, oh, hell no. I was like, why not? And she's like, because Marilyn's going to be pissed I went to the premiere for the movie Blonde. And I was like,
oh,
what? And she's like, yes,
that
girl,
movie,
Marilyn.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard bad things.
Well, I haven't seen it either, but she's like, girl, Marilyn's going to throw a mirror at me.
Yeah. Dude,
and so she didn't come.
My friend was staying there in like the penthouse, and she told me that while she was sleeping, the TV turned on full volume and then turned off.
Okay, wait, do you think the
Crazy.
people in the hotel are like trying to keep the rumor that it's haunted? So they're just like pressing buttons from like a room.
Wait. Also, while I went to her room and I went out onto the like deck by the sign. Have you been up there?
No.
And I got locked out, and it low-key like scary. Like, and it was daytime. Like, it just has a strange, there's entities, I fear.
Okay, so your mom is psychic. Does being psychic come with meeting entities?
Wait, does being psychic come with meeting entities?
Yeah, like if I was psychic, I'd be like, I'm psychic, I can see a ghost. Or is that the other one?
No, she can like, only if she wants, like she has to go into a space to I mean, she can feel things like naturally if like there's like something, I'm sure she'd be like, this energy, this space is like very charged or whatever. She would feel it, but she has to go into trance and like, you know, seek it out.
Has your mom ever given you a psychic prediction or a psychic reading that's influenced your work greatly? The process of like a record you were working on, a piece of media you were writing?
Yeah, like she just like, I mean, it's complicated because she's my mom, so I'm like, oh, I need advice on this, but then I'm like, wait, what if you like looked a little deeper, like, you know? So
Right.
it's like mother helped me, but then it's like obviously layered. But yeah, she's helped me with so much stuff creatively, and like, I mean, not the writing is kind of an immediate thing, and that's not something I really go to her for, but more I'll be like, is this video concept or this director, or like, how do you feel about this direction for this like visual world I'm building? But like, sometimes I'll be like, what do you feel about this song? And she's like, oh, it's good, but you're not done yet. And then like, it will not be done. And like, it will be changed. She'll be like, I think you're going to change the chorus or something. But like the word, it's not really like, I'm like, what do you think about this phrase? You know,
Okay,
like the words, I'm like, we're good.
That's so useful because I personally feel as though I would have been like, and I'm not like this now because I read this Doja Cat tweet where she's like, music is not a competitive sport. And I was like, you know what? She's right. Music is not a competitive sport. This is all about expression. Like for me, like when I wanted to like literally myself in middle school, it's like the only thing I had going for me was like the people I stand in their amazing music.
Yeah.
And so with that, now I'm like, well, I want my music to almost be that same level of escapism for people and like pass on the gift almost of that. Yeah. Maybe not to the same degree of excessive standing that I was doing because it's fried my brain a little bit.
Right.
But
no, I think,
you know,
yeah, I think what I've realized in being a creative person is like the more honest you are in your work, the more people will see truth in it. Like, and that should be like, that should be something we're aware of. But it took me time. And like now when I write things, I'm like, okay, what do I like, instead of writing something that I'm thinking like is the right thing to say, I'm like, what is the actual thing I want to say, like in this situation or like about this that's like maybe more uncomfortable to say.
I get that.
Yeah. And I feel like that is what makes something like really good, is when it's like uncomfortable but true.
I understand that, honestly. And I think that's really a testament to the kind of artist you are, because I feel like a lot of people in your predicament, right, might really go to your, like, if they had a psychic mom, they would go and they'd ask their mom, be like, hey, mom, can you tell me if this song is going to be a hit?
Yeah.
Can you tell me if this is going to be the big top 40 smash that I've been looking for?
Right.
Because I feel like there's some people, they don't make music because they want to make music. They make music because they want to be worshipped like a god.
Right.
And it's like almost like a big egotistical thing. And I feel like that's almost a very big thing amongst the creative industries in general. A lot of people aren't creative because it's their way of self-expression. It's their way of like garnering a cult.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's true. I mean, for me, I've been in this game of writing music for so long that it's like, it is truly just like my way of processing life. And like, if I wasn't putting it out, I would still be writing it. So it's like,
that's fair.
It's not like, it's just what I have to do to like metabolize. Cause like I have really intense emotions like anyone. And in order to like get through them, I have to write about them, or they just like will live in me indefinitely and create sickness in me. So
do you think all songwriters and producers are mentally ill?
No.
Really?
No, I just feel like this is a phenomenon that like everyone, like, I mean, it depends what you deem sick, but like, I don't think like I feel like so much of our world right now is like everyone is this or everyone is that. And I just don't think that's like the nature of reality.
I guess let me rephrase, not mentally ill per se, but like neurodivergent.
No.
Okay, because
but I just also think like everyone is neurodivergent. Like some people are more neurodivergent. Some people like it's like this is a spectrum. Like I just don't think like we can say something that severe about anything.
That's fair, because I feel like a lot of times you'll be in a room writing a song and it's like, she has bipolar disorder. He has borderline personality disorder.
Right.
She has multiple personality disorder.
Right.
And the producer, I don't know, is whatever. You know what I mean?
Is a Twitch streamer.
Like legit.
Yeah. Because like I have problems. I don't know what they are, but I like live with them. And then they come out in ways and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to not put this on other people.
Okay, I'm the same way, because my whole thing was like when I was starting to do this project, I thought that, oh, well, you know, like I played the game, I have the followers now, whatever. No, producers are assholes.
Really?
Producers do not care, because producers are picky. It's like, it's all about like an image, it's all about branding, it's all about this, it's all about that. And so I kind of felt as though I'm like, well, I would work with anyone. And so it's so interesting because so many producers like, well, I wouldn't work with them because they did this. I wouldn't work with them because of that. Like, I remember I watched this Meghan Trainor interview and she's like, I won the Grammy, and people were still saying no. And it was like crazy.
Yeah.
And so my whole thing with it is kind of like, I'm of the thing where I'm like, I'll work with anyone. I don't care. Music's music. Like Madonna used to make her records with people no one had ever heard of. And they'd turn into like these all-timers. And so
love her.
My whole thing now is like, I don't understand this new culture of like everything needing some sort of barrier to entry.
Right, totally. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm just like, I want to make interesting things, and like whoever is interested in making interesting things, like let's run it, you know?
Right. Do you think that good intentions translate through music? Like if someone's a really bad person and they make like really great music, do you think eventually it catches up to them? Or if someone's a really good person and they don't make like bad music, but they make a good person making good music, but no one cares, and then a bad person making good music, but then everyone cares. Do you think eventually it's like the role, like justice is served?
I just think truth always wins for me. Like in life, I feel like no matter what, like operating from from the best possible place will always serve you. And like I think a lot of people get a leg up by not doing that, but I do think like they lose out on a lot of human experiences that like they don't even realize until later. Like they lose a lot on the way.
What do you think is the point of the human experience? And I feel like it's a very multi-layered thing, obviously, but I mean, like if you had to like a few core things of the human experience.
I mean, I think sharing and like feeling honestly and like being truthful, and you're like, I don't know, I have a lot of values that I don't think a lot of people share, but I just believe in like living a very like honest life, really, and like doing what like I want to do everything with integrity and like with honesty in my heart, and like if that doesn't serve me, then like that's that, but like that is how I want to live my life.
You know, you introduced me to two of my best friends.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I went to your release party and then I met Kayla, who ended up like mixing my entire project with me. I love her. And then I met someone I was trying to hook up with at the party, and then we went to this afters, and then at this afters I ran into my friend Joe, and then we became like instant friends.
Aww.
And we became really fast friends. And so I'm like, I met two of my best friends since you at that party. That was a good night for me.
Oh, yay. That makes me happy. I love Kayla so much. She's the GOAT.
I adore
Literally
her.
One of the best people. Yeah.
No, she's like the sweet. She's so talented too.
So talented. Well, shout out Kayla Reagan.
Right. Have you ever seen the interview of Madison Beer where she's like, I don't think humanity was supposed to develop this far. I don't. Madison Beer.
I love that.
And I was like, you know what, Madison Beer, you're right. No, Madison Beer was right. Humanity wasn't supposed to develop this far because think about it. Like, why are you like a random guy and like, I don't know.
We need to get back to the Woodstock vibe for sure.
Well, I feel like Woodstock could never happen today.
No,
because people are so obsessed with the phone.
Of course.
Like I know it's like there's like a club opening up here in LA. I heard, and they're like, oh yeah, it's like to go. They're gonna take your phone.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that would never work. No one would go to your club because people can't.
There's a place in London that locks the phone up.
Well, they lock it up, but you still can carry the locked phone on you. Like, they want to put it in lockers.
Okay.
Which I think is a safety hazard because it's so sad. Like, people will literally shoot you at the club. Have y'all ever seen the video of Chris Brown and he's at the club? He's like, he thinks people are having a dance battle and they're not having a dance battle. They're like literally like about to start having a shootout.
I have not seen this video.
Oh my God.
I need to get more Chronically online, I guess.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like, I need to take a page from your book, boo.
Yeah, but my whole thing is I'm like, do you think that humanity could ever survive without the phones? And how do you think the phones have impacted humanity's lives? Like, I think we're all chained to our phones.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's not looking great. Let's be honest.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like people are not thinking or feeling as deeply as they used to. But, you know, I think there is an uprising of Substack, which is like somewhat interesting to me because I'm like, okay, the girls are like, they're writing and they're reading. And like, I think that's important. So I'm like, if the internet is partnering, like moving people to be doing that, I think that's good.
Do you think social media has led to the fall of civilization in a way? Because like, think about this. I remember I was talking to someone, they're like, yeah, bro, Coachella a few years ago, you used to just go and, you know, you would be in the artist section and you would just see Billie riding around on her scooter.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, I guess this technically does predate TikTok, but I don't think it predates social media. But I think now everyone, because social media has now turned, it's a real legitimate.
It's crazy. It's an industry. It's a literal industry.
Where now you have like the content creators almost like I would argue that going on a Kai Cenat stream almost does more for someone's music without even like doing it culturally than it does than like literally buying a billboard.
Yeah.
And so my whole thing is, do you think that social media has helped music become democratized, or do you think that it's helped it become almost harder to make it as a musician because now there's certain like prerequisite follower accounts needed and blah blah blah?
I think both. I don't know. Like everyone is like running their own race, you know, and it's like we are not all on the same track. I think, in my opinion, like some like there's just so many ways to like be successful and to also not be successful. It's just like it's kind of arbitrary at this point. Like I don't really know if there's like the one line of thinking for it because it is like so independent.
Well, it was so funny because I had said earlier, I was like, and I said to someone earlier, I was like, I think success is so relative because I think if two artists sell 10,000 copies in the same week and one artist has all this huge backing behind them, there's millions of dollars invested into it and they walk out selling 10,000 copies, it's deemed to flop. But if someone invests like nothing into it and they sell 10,000 copies, then it's deemed a huge success.
Yeah.
So what is your definition of success? Because I say it's all relative.
Yeah, I just think I think if one person hears it and with it and feels it, it's good. But obviously it's better for more too, you know? Like, but I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot because I'm like about to roll out this album and I'm just like, all I want is for people to like hear it at all. And like that would be a win.
I feel that. What do you
And like to play shows about it and like sing it and be like, this is my truth. And then I'm going to keep writing my truth. And then that's all I want.
Do you think internet culture influenced this album in any way? And like what you saw on social media and the way...
I mean, yeah, like there's lots of songs about kind of like what I've I don't know. I'm a really pessimistic bitch, and like
I thought you were nice. I thought you were positive.
No, I am, but I'm pessimistic. Like the music is where I'm pessimistic, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not like when you talk about this stuff, I'm kind of like this doesn't like move me. Like I'm not moved by thinking about it. Like I don't really care what people are doing online. Like I'm like yay for you, but like it's not like something I internalize and like make my own. Like I'm just like go off, sweet cheeks. So like I don't know. For me, like the music is where I'm like, you know, writing about these things that I think are like kind of problematic and like criticizing them, but on my terms where it's not like I'm like chastising it. I'm just like, that's not for me. And like I'm witnessing it in real time. And that seems like not the kind of life I want.
I feel that because I feel like a lot of time people will go on the internet now and they write a think piece and they go back to doing the same thing the next day. And so I'm like, I feel like people like I know people like, I just want real relationships, bro. Like I can't with the social climbing anymore.
Yeah.
And then they get to a party and then like, so what can I take from you?
No, completely. I mean, the world is very twisted. It's a twisted place. But it's always, the thing is like you read old books and you watch old movies and you're like, these like themes have always existed. They're just like moved now to a different landscape of like, because like in the like the way the different genders have interacted with each other forever is always like these themes like have never, it's just like people operate this way, you know, like Mr. Big, for example. I mean, not that was that long ago, but like Mr. Big lives forever and is in current form always, you know, like, and it's just like this inevitable part of life where it's like, even if the culture shifts so much, there's this underlying basis of humanity that like will never change.
Yeah, I get that because I sometimes like I just watch Network, which is basically about like this like news host or whatever is like well, we're taking your show off air. He's like, well, I have nothing left to live for, so I'm gonna kill myself on air. And then the ratings spike. And so then they're like, well, we have to keep him on air now. And then when the ratings tank, then they have him like, I don't want to spoil it actually.
Okay.
But anyway.
No, exactly. This is the thing though. Like,
it's like that was made in 1976.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, this is the thing. It's like, there's these like these natural things that just exist and like are unstoppable. And like, so now when it's adapted to like AI and the internet, it's like, it's just more extreme, I think. And like more like terrifying.
Yeah. How did you discover Adrienne Lenker's music?
I think we played with Big Thief like a really long time ago. I like at South by maybe. I honestly don't know. But like I think it was just like around. Like I was just in that scene so much, so it was just like it was like immediately there.
Yeah, I mean we're an OG to the scene because my question now is like someone like Mitski or Adrienne Lenker or Phoebe Bridgers, like they stream like crazy. Like completely. People love that kind of music and it's because of the internet.
Yeah.
What do you think of the internet's, I suppose, impact now on the music we consume and what is mainstream?
Yeah.
Because obviously now anything can and will be mainstream versus like 10, 15 years ago when it used to be like, we're going to send this song to radio, said the man in the suit.
No, I know. What I mean? Rip. No, I know. I think like it's interesting because what's clippable or like is obviously like makes it stream crazy, which is kind of like it's an interesting challenge if you think about it. Like there's those books from a million years ago that are like 1-sentence short stories, and I feel like that's the same thing that like the TikTok clip thing has going for it, where it's like, can you make the best 1-sentence short story, but it's like a song, and it's like 15 seconds of a song that people can like overlay their like oodids on or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, maybe that's like, I know a lot of people are like pissed because they're like a piece of music, blah blah blah, and like totally, I love a broader, more well-written song, but I think it's an interesting challenge if that's like what people are going for. I don't think it's like completely busted for that to be the goal, because I think that's something that like artists have tried to make things within confines forever in like interesting ways. Like that was the challenge of Girlpool, was like, can we make something really like magnetic and special with just like 3 elements, like voices and like 2 instruments.
Right. I mean, did you ever make music with the intention of going mainstream? Because I remember I watched this really interesting Sabrina Carpenter interview, and she was like, I kept trying to make a hit. I kept trying to make a hit.
Really?
And I never got the hit. But then when I stopped trying to make a hit, I got the hit.
Yeah.
Or like Miley said, she's like,
right.
She's like when she won the Grammy for Flowers, she's like, I never thought I would win a Grammy. And so this song, Flowers, was my butterfly. And basically she was like, oh, like right when I stopped trying, I finally got it.
I think that's the law of attachment. That's everything though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like it's inevitable. But no, I'm like not, I've never been like, this is my hit. Like I haven't, I for other people, I'm like, let's like lock in. And I've written songs for other people where I'm like, I feel like this slaps crazy. But I'm like, but I'm not like, when I go in the room, I'm not like, I need to be top 40 for myself.
I feel that.
Yeah.
How do you discover new artists?
YouTube mainly.
Oh, that's so interesting, because I feel like I would always say now, like when I was first starting out to discover music, I was always finding new artists on YouTube. I would go onto those
YouTube.
those EDM kind of blogs, like YouTube blogs, and that's how I would find musicians.
Yeah.
And now I feel like it's sort of just like word of mouth, where it's like you have like an SD Kid or like a Fake Mink or like a maybe not Slater, because I've been very online for a very long time.
I love
so this
her,
is like
once again.
Right. No, we really do love Slater.
Once again, Queen.
I'm trying to think, or like who's like a new artist, but like someone like Sienna Spyro. It's like, no, I discovered that completely through TikTok.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, also TikTok. Yeah, I love when I hear a good like shoegaze clip. I'm like, oh.
Have you ever like
what is that?
Heard a song on TikTok and been like, oh, let me listen to the entire catalog now?
No, probably not. Probably not. But I love the thought.
Well, I know people who will like, they're really into something because it's big on TikTok.
Jane Remover. That happened to me.
Okay, that's a good one.
But I love her. I've like loved her music, but then like I heard one of the songs and I was like, and like Venturing, her side project, like I just got so into all of that in a way that's like absolutely insane. Like I've liked her music for a long time, but now I'm like obsessed.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was with Jane Remover. I think I literally just saw it advertised on like Apple Music or something, and I was like, what's this? I'm like, everyone's been talking about this Jane Remover person.
She's
what's
so
this?
good.
And it was really good.
It's so fucking good.
Really
and the lyrics are crazy. Like also Venturing, it's like her side project that's like more like guitar shoegaze. So beautiful. It's so good.
I mean, what would you say? Do you like hear an artist like Jane Remover and you're like, ooh, I want to do something like that, and then you take it to the session, or you're just like, no, it's gonna come, it's gonna come?
No, like I mean, if it's like a sonic reference, like I right now I'm coming with songs already written, and I'm like, because I've been writing a lot independently, but like, I mean, for one of my sessions recently, I brought in that song In the Dark. Do you know that one by Venturing?
Well, no.
No.
Should I listen to it?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And I brought that in as like a guitar reference for the sound on a guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like my whole thing is like, I literally, it's like, have you ever seen that entire interaction we just had? Have you ever seen the clip of Gia Gunn being like interviewing Charlie XCX? And she's like, Charlie's like, you should totally do something to my song Vroom Vroom. And Gia Gunn is like, I don't think I know that
Gia
one.
Gunn?
Like a former drag queen, I think.
Okay,
I don't know what she still does. I just
there's so many names to know.
I know, but I always laugh at that clip because she's like, I don't think I know that one, and it's like Vroom Vroom,
Vroom,
and
vroom.
it's like 2022.
That song is
funny.
so good. That's like one of my favorite Charlie songs ever. It's just amazing.
What would you say is like the biggest takeaway from someone like Charlie? Because I mean, obviously she's been like, I don't think it's a radical statement to say that, you know, she's one of the most influential artists of our time. And obviously when I was doing my research into Girlpool, of course, I saw Charlie was listed as like one of the main influences alongside someone like Tyler the Creator, who obviously,
you know, it's funny because I don't think we ever said that, but I love that like that's on Wikipedia because it is on Wikipedia.
Yeah, because
I think we probably said Charlie because like we were probably like we're listening to a lot of Charlie, but I don't think we were like referencing Charlie. We're just like listening to her.
Okay, that's so funny because I feel like that's where a lot of people get things mixed up, because I always say that like the arts and entertainment are almost like everyone jacking each other's swag. Almost. It's like you see a movie you like, so you bring it in and then you evolve it, and then someone else sees that and they evolve it. And so I think that's so interesting, because what are your thoughts on that? Obviously now we live in this like what do you think is the line of plagiarism? And
no, it's so weird. Honestly, I didn't even know this was how it was until recently. Like dead ass, because I wasn't doing sessions for like Girlpool. We would just go in with a producer and we'd be like, we have all these songs, we have 12 songs, let's record them. And then we would just kind of record them and be like, okay, the drums should sound different. And then we'd maybe bring up like an Elliott Smith song and be like, maybe more like this, you know, like it was like we weren't like, oh my god, like I don't know, I've heard of like people bringing in songs and just like ripping the out of them, and I'm like, this is like, I did not realize this was the game.
Well, I heard the new BTS album, and you know there's one song on there, I can't think what it's called, but it's like it's like, bro, why does this sound like a McGee song?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like insane, and I'm like, oh my god. But I'm like, do you think that like someone somewhere's like, we should have this kind of song for this kind of audience? And I'm sure people are doing this.
No, it's like that's but I mean, like, again, this is like people in the 70s were doing this to like for artists too. Like there's always been music execs who are like, we need to feed this audience this kind of thing. So it's just like, obviously the scale now is just so like, I mean, it's crazy now, but it's with the rise of the population and like the internet, it's just like inevitable.
Do you think it's important to serve an audience what they want, or do you think it's important to make what you want and then it finds its audience?
I just think like audiences will adapt. Like if they're into the work, like, I mean, maybe not like in the case of Francis Ford Coppola Megalopolis, but like there's exceptions to this, but you know, actually I really liked that movie.
I didn't see it, but the one thing I did see about it was I saw this guy dragging like Grace VanderWaal on the internet. He's like, this is why Grace VanderWaal's career flopped.
Dude,
she was in the disastrous Megalopolis movie, which was supposed to be her big break, but actually it destroyed her branding.
Wow. It's like very Frutiger Arrow, that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's wild.
I just watched The Godfather and I like hated it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I hated that.
See, this is what's wrong. This is literally what's wrong with society.
Well, my thing with The Godfather was I was like, well, why was there no like survey girl?
Because isn't it Diane Keaton? And she's like,
well, she's like survey girl, but like
she's like perfect.
Yeah, but I mean,
cannot
like,
shit on Diane.
Well, I'm not shitting on Diane, but I'm saying, okay, like Diane in The Godfather didn't do nearly what
this is why Instagram face is bad, Harry.
No, it's because she didn't do what Rosamund Pike did in Gone Girl.
I haven't seen that movie, but I love Rosamund. I love Rosamund Pike.
How have you not seen Gone Girl and you love Rosamund Pike? That's like the ultimate Rosamund Pike movie.
Because I am a complicated human being.
Wow. But like, wait, how'd you see Megalopolis but not Gone Girl?
You know, I'm a woman with interesting preferences. I just felt like I had to see Megalopolis like down. I had to see it. I had to know where Megalopolis was.
That's so I still have to know, do they do the scene where like the audience interacts? Can I watch that from home?
Oh, wait. You know what's the best scene is when Adam Driver's like, so go back to the club. I'm like, oh, do you know this clip? Have you seen this clip? He's like talking to the love interest and she's like coming on to him. He's like, so go back to the club. It's just crazy.
Go back to the club.
Yeah, no, it's iconic. I love Adam Driver.
I love Adam Driver. I'm really interested though in this thing where he's like, I can't watch movies that I'm in. Like, he freaks out. I heard someone tell me this, and I have no idea if this is true or not.
That must be hard, as like, if he likes Star Wars.
Well, it's like, apparently he like won't watch a movie he's in. Like, if he's at a premiere, he like will not sit for the actual movie, I heard. Like, he's like, it's like painful.
That's so diva. Oh, love him.
Do you think divas are like a dying art? Because I read this article where it's like divas are a dying art. And do you think it's because of the internet where it's like, you know, someone like Chapel Roan where she's like, man, you to the photographer.
Yeah, people just get mad now. Like, you can't diva out the way you used to. Because like, if people were repeating a diva out scenario, they'd be like, ugh, that's so like cool. Like, that's cool. But then they see the clip and they're like, oh my god, her. Like, blah, 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 blah. It's just, we can't diva out the way we used to.
Is it worse to be called desperate or worse to be called like mean?
It's worse to think about it.
Yeah, but I have to think.
The loss is when you wonder. Like, you're losing by wondering.
Yeah, but I like have to think about it, I feel like sometimes.
No, you just have to operate honestly. Like, how do you feel right in the moment? Like, I think this is why we're sick as a society is we're like, oh my god, who am I optically? Which everyone does. I do too. But it's like, that is the sickness. Is like like we're constantly looking through someone else's glasses instead of our own, you know?
Wait, you're like right.
Yeah. Because it's also like, how do you feel in the moment? Like, okay, you don't like on a bad day, like I'm about to have a panic attack. Do I need to sit with TMZ for an hour? No. Like, don't do it. Like, period.
My whole thing is I'm like, I also just like love the attention though. Like that's one thing I will say about this. Like I feel like I can say this more than like I'd say I can say with probably fair assessment, I like attention more than most people.
Right. Speak on it. Literally speak on it.
Like, I don't know. I live for the theatrics.
I love theater. I have the tat. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The theater tat.
Did it hurt to get a neck tattoo?
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember. It was like years ago, but definitely did not feel good.
Have you ever had an eyebrow piercing?
No, but I want one.
I want one so bad. And so the reason I asked is with the neck tattoo, it's obviously painful. And so I want the eyebrow piercing really bad because not only do I'm like, well, one, I just think it'd be really, really sick to have it. But two, I just like, I really want it, but I'm scared of scarring.
You would look cool. That would be cool for you. I
think so. The thing is the eyebrows is a prominent feature on my face that if it scars, like it's like that.
Do you have tattoos?
I have no tattoos.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm like Lizzo. I'm not going to lose my virginity till I win a Grammy. Did you see that?
Wasn't that April Fool's?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was an April Fool's thing.
Oh, good for her. She got me. That's actually the third person who got me. Someone else got me on a joke about the apartment, and then someone else got me with Blackpink is breaking up, and now I'm gagging because I think Lizzo got me.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, one person got me because I got one of those like stupid DMs where it's like, replied to your story. Did you mean to post this?
Right. My friend did that too.
I was like, not funny.
Yeah, I was like, haha.
All right. So my question for you with, the aesthetic of it all, I mean, you have the neck tattoos, there's all of the internet stuff you see and you don't know what to believe and just everything going on in your world, your personal choices, what you see online, everything around you. How do you think this influences your music and the upcoming project you've made?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all just like part of the experience of being a person today. And like, I'm interested in like covering all the themes of like, it being complicated and not like easy, like to understand life. Like it's a strange, nuanced experience that's always kind of evolving and you have to be adapting to. And like, that's the same with the internet, same with being out in the world and being at a party. Like everything is just like this weird, confusing life. I mean, the album's called Lifetime.
Can I hear something from it?
Yeah. I mean, should I just play the single that's going to be out when this is out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Then I'm going to play you something. Exchange of ideas.
Okay, this song is out.
Okay, one
or it's going to be out, yeah.
That's sick. How do you pick which one is going to be a single or not? Because I'll play you two songs and then you tell me which one you think should be the single. Because right now I'm like, I don't know what to lead off with.
Okay, yeah, show me.
Okay, I mean, how do you pick?
I like send it to a bunch of people, but like I kind of have my picks already.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I've been texting it to everyone and I'm like, which one should go first? All right, so
recently I've realized in my life, like I can get at the opinions of a bunch of people, but if I like sit and close my eyes for 10 minutes, I like know.
When you know, you know.
Like about everything.
Okay, should I play choruses or what should I play?
Yeah, play choruses.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Harry time.
Okay, this one's called Pull Up.
Okay, love it.
Take me back home. All my friends know you're the one I keep talking about. Every moment you're around, my heart starts beating so loud. You're the only one who can set me free. So why don't you just pull up on me?
Okay, gorgeous.
One's called Nightmare Fuel. And I feel like you can't really tell much about the songs from the chorus snippets, but like...
Okay.
When you met me,
I feel like this melody is more compelling. The other one's good, but this is more hooky. To me, hookier.
Because my whole thing with it is like, technically everyone knows, I feel like I'm like the court jester of pop culture right now. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't want to forever be known as the court jester.
Right, you're trying to pivot the vibe.
And so I'm like, what do you think is a better first impression?
Wait, it depends like also I think on the lyrics and like what comes, like has more sincerity.
I feel that.
Which one do you feel is more sincere?
I guess Nightmare Fuel, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like if you want, because like the more serious you start, the like more serious it'll feel.
You're like so right. You're so right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Because you're trying to be less like, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're trying to be more like, yeah.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you so much.
Harmony, for
we are now
joining
chronically
us.
online.
We are now chronically online.
We need to get like a gold star.
Oh my God, you're
says
so
chronically
right.
online.
We need to look up where can we buy it.
Yeah.
Gold star. You know these are functional. Thank you
so
so
cute.
much for. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, share, follow, do it as you do, and please check out Harmony's new album. And please,
Harmony Tividad.
Harmony Tividad.
I'm now going full name.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, full name.
Oh my.
Search engine optimization.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Go search Harmony Tividad everywhere.
Yeah.
Please stream the new album. Please stream the new music. It's incredible. Thank you for watching today.